Hello everyone! On behalf of London Borough of Waltham Forest, in association with Grape Entertainers, we would like to welcome you to our Let's Make Magic Masterclass with me, Magic Sam. Now you should have seen the list of things that you'll need for this masterclass, including scissors, sellotape, paperclips, glue. Well, if you've got all of those things ready, then it means you're ready to start my Let's Make Magic Masterclass. Would you like to turn 2p into 50p? Well, in this magic trick, I'm going to show you how. Okay, magicians, so do you want to know the secret? Listen carefully, I'm going to show you. You take the 2p and you show the audience your 2p. You place it in the middle of the pink card, you fold it over and fold it in. Now here is the tricky bit. You pick it up to show your audience and then you show them the other piece. Whilst you're distracting them with that, you turn this over. So you pick it up one way and flip it over. Then you fold up the card and reopen it. Now in turning it over, what you've actually done is release the pocket for the 50p. And this is how it works. This piece of paper is exactly as it seems. However, this one has a secret pocket on the back. And the secret pocket is exactly the same as the one on the front. So you have a front and a back the same size. I'm going to show you how to make this and then show you how to perform your trick so that you can turn 2p into 50p. Okay, magicians, so you've made your props and you're ready to go. Now, before you ask your audience in, you have to take your 50p coin and fold it up, flip it over, open up the empty piece of paper, and then invite your audience in. And then to perform the trick, you show your 2p coin, place it onto the middle, fold it over, and then lift it up to do a magic gesture. You can blow, or you can do what we call in magic misdirection, which is where you show the other piece of paper, which allows you to distract from the fact that you're flipping the pink one. Now it's very important you flip the pink one, because if you don't flip the pink one, then obviously the magic's not going to work. Then we fold it up, we can blow or wave and do another magic gesture, and then when we open it up, the audience will be amazed that you have made a 2p turn into a 50p piece. Okay, magicians, now every magician has to be good at making things disappear. So I thought I'd teach you how to do the disappearing ball routine. And all you need for this is a ball, and I'm using a tin foil ball so you can make yours at home, and a paper cup. You take the ball and you place it inside the cup. You say abracadabra and the ball disappears. And that is the disappearing ball in cup. Did you spot how I did the disappearing ball in cup routine? Well, if you did, well done. This is really simple, but it's dead effective. And if you can make something disappear in just a split second, it will really amaze your guests. So, here's how to do the disappearing ball in cup. You place the ball into the cup, and then you simply make it disappear. Easy. Oh, you want to know how to actually do it? Okay, well, there is a secret, and that is a secret hole in the bottom of the cup. Hello. All you need to do is make a hole in the bottom of the cup. Now, you don't need to take out the whole bottom of the cup. You can just cut half of the cup. And I like this because when you hear the ball going into the cup, it hits against the half that is still there. And it makes this really nice sound. And it sounds as if the ball is rested in the cup. But when you tip the ball towards yourself, the ball rolls out and into your hand. And then you can do what we call in magic palming, where you palm the ball in your hand without anyone knowing and tip the cup upside down. Or you can use the ledge of the cup here to push it against. And then when you turn the cup upside down, the ball is on top and next to the ledge and won't fall out. And if you want, you can also say the magic words and make the ball reappear again. So here's how to perform the trick. Obviously you need to keep the hole well hidden. You drop the ball into the side of the cup that has the ledge, so you get that nice sound. You tip it back so that the ball falls into your hand, and then you show the cup is empty. And then you can make it reappear just by positioning the ball back through the hole, tipping the cup the other way. Remember to do a gesture, because if you don't do a magic gesture, they don't believe it's magic. And then you can reveal the ball has magically reappeared. And that's the secret of the vanishing ball routine. It's a good one, isn't it? Should we learn some more? Every good magician needs to know how to make things appear, either reappear or appear from nowhere. So I'm going to teach you how to make a handkerchief appear from an empty tube, like this one. All you need is an empty tube of rolled up paper and a really good magic word like abracadabra. And then inside the tube, you can pull out a green handkerchief. This tube appears to be completely empty. However, on the other side of the tube, you'll see that there's a few more pieces of paper that can conceal or hide the scarf. So from this side, it appears that the tube is not empty. However, from this side, it looks like the tube is completely empty. So, you can show an empty tube, and in a second, you can make something appear from it. And now I'm going to show you how to make it. To make this magic trick, all you need are 2 pieces of yellow or coloured paper. Make sure your colour paper is different colour to your handkerchief as well. You need a handkerchief, and you need some scissors and sellotape. And that's it. Simple. So all you do is roll up a tube like this, grab some sellotape and stick it together. So you have one rolled up tube. And then you take another piece of paper and you roll again But this time, it's slightly off center and you make a sort of funnel shape like this. Now this is quite fiddly to do. It's a really cool trick to perform and it's dead easy to perform, but you might need some help from grown-ups to actually make this one. So just make sure your funnel smaller end is slightly smaller than your actual tube, because that difference is where you're going to hide your scarf. So create a sort of funnel that's smaller at one end and bigger at the other. And then we're going to sellotape this together. And then stick another piece on here. And then you see this sort of messy bit at the bottom. We're going to take some scissors and cut that around to make it nice and square. So it sort of looks a lot more even on the bottom of your funnel. And then you'll see at the top, you've got the same, so it sort of looks like a bunch of flowers. So we're just going to cut that around as well, so that this is much neater. And then you should have a nice tube just as before. However, one side is slightly smaller than the other. Then you take your initial tube and you place this inside, and then you can sellotape around the top. So as you'll see from this side, it looks as if it's together, but from this side, there's actually room inside where you can hide your green scarf to perform the trick. So you can welcome your audience, you can show them that the tube is completely empty, and then make sure you get this end and not this end, and you say abracadabra, and then you can reach inside your tube and pull out your scarf. Well, I just love this magic trick. It's so cool that it appears to be completely empty, and it's so simple and easy to perform. You just show the tube is empty, you click, you say your magic word, you reach inside, and you pull out your scarf. It's such a great trick and so fun, and I guarantee you'll have your audience guessing the days. So enjoy the appearing scarf from Tube Trick. Well done. Let's go to the next trick. This is a really cool trick. It's a little bit fiddly to perform, and it doesn't always go to plan, but it's a really cool trick. So, all you do is take a slip of paper, put 2 paper clips on top, not even touching, and suddenly they join together as if by magic. Do you want to see it? Check this out. So to perform the joining paperclip trick, all you need is a piece of paper and 2 paper clips. First of all, take your piece of paper, and one whole piece of paper is a bit too chunky. So what I like to do is just make a nice slip of paper about this size, maybe 1/3 of the piece, and then cut that out. And whenever you perform the trick, I would always use the straight edge anyway, because nobody's cutting is going to be completely perfect. So use the straight edge because it's very important for that mechanism to get the paper clips to join perfectly. So take your paper clips and your piece of paper, and I'm going to show you how to set this trick up. So you hold your paper like this, and you put one thumb over the other thumb, and you squash them together, and it makes a sort of S for Magic Sam. It goes over the other, and you make a nice S shape. Can you see that? Now, this is very important because otherwise it won't work. This is exactly where your paper clips go. One goes here and one goes here. Now, can you see this flappy bit has to join onto this curved piece. So the curve and the flap go together here, and then exactly the same on the other side. The flap and the curve have to be paper clipped together here. So you have one strip of paper in your S shape, and then paper clip it here and here, and you're ready to perform. Okay, so we're ready for the magic joining paperclips trick. So we have our paperclip on here and another paperclip on here. Now so far the paperclips are not touching. They're not even close. But making sure that your paperclips are completely vertical, you take this tab and pull them apart and say abracadabra. Oh, and they jump off, and I promise I'm telling the truth, I didn't just swap the paper clips. They magically join together like that. Here's a close-up. And there we are. That's another cool trick called the joining paperclip that you can wow and amaze your friends with. Okay, so would you like to learn an illusion? Now, an illusion in magic is when something seems to be one thing but actually is another, and all is not quite as it seems. I'm going to teach you the magic boomerang illusion. Okay, so this is how to do the magic boomerang illusion. Now, first of all, you have to Google boomerang illusion. And what you'll find under Google Images is a template looking like this. It's two banana type shapes. Now, there's a few different versions, and it doesn't matter which one you get, they'll all be the same. Some people call it the banana illusion, and some call it the boomerang illusion. But if you Google the boomerang illusion and click on Google Images, you'll find a template like this. All you have to do is print it out, and then cut your boomerang illusions, and make sure that you don't cut one longer than the other. Both need to be cut exactly as they are in the picture. And now I'm going to show you why. This is one boomerang and this is another. Now if I place the purple and yellow one on top of the green and blue one, you'll see that the green and blue one is much longer than the yellow and purple one. But wait, if I do some magic, you'll find that all of a sudden the green and blue one appears much shorter and the yellow and purple one is suddenly much longer. Wait, let me see if I can do some magic and make this green and blue one even longer. Let's stretch it. And now you'll see that the green and blue one is longer than the yellow and purple one. This is very confusing. So, Magic Sam, which one is really longer? Do you think it's the purple and yellow one, or do you think it's the green and blue one? Okay, well, the answer is they are exactly the same size. And that's why when you cut out your template, you need to make sure that your banana or your boomerang illusions are cut to the right size, because they should both be exactly the same size. When you place one on top of the other in line, it will create the illusion that the one on the bottom is the longer one and the one on the top is the shorter one. But if you swap them round and put the one on the top on the bottom and line up the edges, you'll see that the one on the top is still the shorter one and the one on the bottom appears to be much longer. Our next magic trick is the cups and balls routine. This includes 3 balls and 3 cups. It's dead easy. First of all, you take 1 ball, place it on the middle cup, cover it over, click, and the ball magically goes through the cup and onto the table. You take your 3 cups again and you take your second ball. Now you place the second ball on the middle cup, cover it over, and hey presto, the ball goes through the cup. You take your 3 cups again and place the last ball on the middle cup. Cover it over, click, and this time, you guessed it, the third ball has gone down through the cup. But here's where it gets really magical. You take your 3 cups one more time and you take an invisible ball from your pocket. Can you see that? No, of course you can't, it's invisible. And you place it on top of the middle cup and then you cover the invisible ball. And this time when you click and say, hey presto, the ball goes down through the cups and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 balls and 3 cups. And that's the cups and balls. So do you want to know how to do the cups and balls? Well, listen very carefully. The sneaky thing is, 1 ball starts inside the second cup and then you place the third cup on top. This is before you perform the magic. Place the 3 balls in the top cup. Now you should have no balls in the bottom cup, 1 in the middle cup and 3 in the top cup. And you're ready to begin. You show your audience you have 1, 2, 3 balls and 3 cups. You place 1 cup here and then you take the second cup which has the ball in that the audience don't know and you place that on the middle so that they can't see the balls underneath. Then you take the ball, any of the balls, and call it your first ball. It's important that you say ball number 1, ball number 2 and ball number 3 so you can help your audience through the story of the trick. So ball number 1 goes on top of the middle cup. We cover them over and we click. Now it appears that the ball, whoops, has gone down through the cup, but actually we know that that ball is actually inside the middle cup. So we're going to keep it in there and not say anything. So it appears that 1 ball has gone through the cup. You're going to take your next one and this time you now have 2 balls underneath and repeat the trick. So there are 2 balls under here, but the audience think there's only 1. So we tell our audience we're going to take the second ball, place it on the middle cup, cover it over, click, and down through the cups goes the second ball. But of course, once again, you've put your third ball inside the second cup. So we can repeat the trick again. Now, a really good tip at this point is to not hold your cups upside down because if you take them like this, the ball's going to fall off and onto the table. So it's a really good idea to keep your cups in this, which I like to call the drinking position. So we keep our cups in the drinking position and place 1 cup over here, the sneaky cup hiding the ball on top of the balls, and then the third cup. We take the third ball, place it on top, we cover it up, we click, and it appears that the third ball has gone through. Now that's a great trick and the audience will love it. However, they may want to check the cups for any trapdoors or sneaky exits that the balls can get through. So if they do, they're going to find your 4th ball, which is now inside the second cup. So instead of letting them do that, we can make the trick extra special by taking 1, 2, 3 cups Now you have 4 balls loaded underneath this cup. You can cover it over with an invisible ball, click, and show your audience you have 4 balls and 3 cups, and they should be absolutely stunned. And that's how you do the cups and balls. Now you might be thinking, but Magic Sam, I don't have any cups and balls at home. Well, that's okay, because all you need is tin foil. You can cut it up about this big and then roll it up in your hands really tight until you make a perfect little ball. And then make 3 other tin foil balls and grab some paper cups, which is also better for the environment, and you can make your cups and balls from tin foil and paper cups. The next magic trick is the jumping elastic band, and all you need is 1 elastic band. You place the elastic band around your 2 fingers here, and by magic you can make it jump to these 2 fingers here. Watch. 1, 2, 3. It jumps. Watch one more time. Here we go. It goes from these 2 fingers here to these 2 fingers here. 1, 2, 3, jump. And that is the magic of the jumping elastic band. So, do you want to learn how to do it? It's really easy. It goes like this. You place the elastic band over your middle finger and your index finger, and you close your hand around the elastic band. Then you pull it from the knuckles and around your little finger. So it goes from your knuckles around your little finger. So it goes across the nails and then just over the 2 fingers here. Then, to perform the trick, all you have to do is open your hand. Now, what a lot of people do and get this wrong is they try to open their hand around the elastic band. Can you see that? So a lot of people try and open their hand. And look what happens if you perform the trick like that. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. You just get tangled. So, what you have to do is place the elastic band across the line of your nails, and then it goes around these 2 fingers and then around your little finger here, so that when you push with your nails, you release the elastic band here and it appears to have jumped from these 2 fingers to these 2 fingers. Here's a close-up. You start the trick by just showing the elastic band around these 2 fingers. Now remember not to show the underside, otherwise it will appear to go across all 4. So this hand here is a really good way of performing it, and a really clear way of just indicating that the elastic band is around these 2 fingers. Then you can create a platform to tap, and when you tap 1, 2, 3 times, you open your hand and the elastic band has jumped from these two fingers to these two. 1, 2, 3. And as if by magic, the elastic band jumps. And that's the jumping elastic band. Well, that brings us to the end of our Let's Make Magic Masterclass, but I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves today and learnt some amazing magic. I hope to see you sometime and maybe you can perform your tricks to me. Well, on behalf of London Borough of Waltham Forest and Grape Entertainers, we'd like to wish you a brilliant summer and we hope to see you for some more magic very soon. Goodbye.